You are listening to The Hayley Osborne Show with me, Hayley, your host. This is your place to learn how to become the superhero marketer in your business, to become the number one in your local community, both online and your surrounding areas. Every week, I'll be teaching you how you can achieve the best out of your marketing, your business, and be the most fearless superhero version of yourself. Small business owners are the backbone of the economy, and I'm here to demystify local area marketing to help you reach more customers. Between myself from South Australia and my wildly inspiring guests from across the world, I'm so excited to discuss all things marketing your business with you. I believe in you, so let's get started. Hello, my beautiful friend, and welcome to another episode of The Hayley Osborne Show. I'm Hayley, and I am so glad you're here. This is episode 60. I am so excited to talk about the value of a social media strategy and session. I know this seems like such a simple topic, but for a lot of you who have never been to my website and you just listen to my podcast or follow me on social media, you may actually not know that I do this and how much it can actually help you. So join me as I give you a behind the scenes look at what it's like to have a social media strategy and how you can benefit, and how more often than not, all you need is this to get started and feel really good about the direction you're going, and do it with a plan. This is to get you off to moving in the right direction and knowing exactly what to do. What you'll discover along the way is how a social media strategy will benefit you, what a social media strategy is, what kind of questions you should be ready to answer from me, how you can benefit from the experience, how creating a social media strategy will help you learn how to do this for yourself in the long run, what happens when you can't articulate what you need but know you need to do something. If you're interested after you listen to this in signing up for a social media strategy, I really want to recommend you go to hayleyosborne.com and just click on social media strategy, and it will take you straight there. Social media strategy has been part of my services for the last 3 years, and every single time I create one, they honestly get better and better, which is natural, right? So when you do something, you master it and you master it. So every time I create one for amazing businesses like you, it's only natural that it evolves and get better and is reinvented. I've been working on remastering what this looks like for a little while now, and I'm over the moon happy with the outcome, and so are my clients, and so will you be. It's first class. Let's keep it real right now though. You've been winging it on your social media, and that's okay. It's worked for a while, but you know you could be doing so much better if you knew exactly what's needed to turn your socials into sales and posts into profit. You don't want to do a course. You don't want someone to manage your social media. You just need a little kick to get started in the right direction, to nail it and feel awesome in the process, because it looks so cool and you're finally showing up like you've always dreamed you could. I totally get it. I honestly get it. And right now, this is you. You leave it to the last minute, but you know that you shouldn't, right? You panic at the end of the day, so you post whatever and you just wish you had more clarity. You know you're not using the world's most powerful form of marketing that is social media to its full potential. You need someone to tell you exactly what you need to be doing. I hear you, girl or boy. You can't seem to nail telling the story of your services or products in many different ways to keep it fresh. You're wondering how you can add more value. You're all over the place with your content. You can't seem to convert your followers into sales. You know your business is amazing and need a helping hand to translate that over to your social media. I hear you, which is why I'm here to help you put together a clear plan for your business on your socials. Social media requires a completely different approach to your other marketing channels in order for you to be successful. And that includes a different approach to your website as well. Kind of same, but different. By creating a social media strategy, you can expect to have a master plan to follow and revert back to as a reference guide tailored for you. Have the right tone of voice for your business, which is huge. Have an awesome aesthetic that you are so proud of. You want to show everyone. Build content to establish a real connection with your audience, fans, and obviously potential clients. Hello, turning followers to clients. Understand how to stay as authentic as possible across your brand and also to yourself, which is huge, right? Because you want to be authentic to your brand, but you also want to be true to you. Because what I find, I see such a disconnect. People come to me and they're like, but I'm this person, but my business says this. This is an easy fix to connect yourself back up so that you are in conjunction being yourself while you're being authentic to your brand, because I don't believe one works without the other. You feel comfortable to show up because you have the right tools. This is really important. And you know your brand, your business, your strengths, and play to them using the channels that are really value driving for your business. Create value adding campaigns to really leverage and grow your audience. This is massive. It is an easy fix, guys, when you know how. And take your business to the next level because now you get it. So, what are the deliverables that you should be looking for a social media strategy? So, these are my deliverables. So, in a social media strategy, you will receive, this is epic, a awesome PDF doc that is your go-to document, your Bible of all things, what you need to do on your social media, tailored to you. Your bio refresh and set up with everything audited to max the landscape within each space, because you want to utilize this effectively to make sure you're receiving those first impressions count. Kudos to your business that it deserves, because this is where people look first. So you also get graphics and branding suggestions specific for social media aligned with your brand, right? So like I said before, social media is different. It still needs to be same, but different to your website, but different. Another massive one, done for you caption categories and caption types and clever copywriting to go with it, with absolute winner calls to action. This is very important. And then done for you photo and video topics, including reel suggestions, as well as a curated hashtag strategy for you to plug and play into each and every caption that you write and photo that you post or video that you post or reel that you post. So those deliverables are pretty epic, very big calls, but when you know how, you are then left with being in control, feeling like you know what you are doing. I just had to press pause on the episode because I started coughing and it was terrible. And now I'm just overlaying it because I really didn't want to keep going. But when you have that, you are left with knowing how it feels to nail it, knowing how it feels to feel really awesome that you know what you're doing. You're not leaving it to the last minute. You're not panic posting. You've got all your hashtags in a row. You have had a professional like me who's been in the marketing and social media space for so long, since social media's infancy. So Instagram started in 2009, and that's the year that I started in the game. So I've had a lot of experience. So you will be nailing your story online. You show up confidently, because I feel like when you are working with what you know and you are true to yourself, the only way that you can show up is confidently. So, if you're not a dancer, and I am definitely not the dancer on my social media, then if you try and do that, it's only going to look awkward and you're going to come across as not very confident. So I really want to upskill you and arm you with the tools that you need to be confident as yourself. So that is basically how good it will feel when you have that in your back pocket. So here's how it all shakes out. So it shakes out in 3 key steps. Step 1 is obviously you press yes, please. And then you have a few questions that you need to fill out from me, your objectives, your goals, and then you complete the purchase at the checkout. It's very easy. The next part is number 2 is obviously check your email. I've sent you an email after this as we need to discover and uncover all the juicy parts of your business so I can really get to work on your social media. Very important that you then provide me with lots more information. Questions, you already know how to answer these, so it's not going to come as a surprise. But just drilling deeper into your business and all of the different things that I need to know in order to build your strategy. And the third part is I deliver your strategy within 14 days, which I think is such a good time frame together, right? Over a 60-minute Zoom session, and we'll book that in from the beginning. And then we discuss implementation plus all the tips and tricks for you to follow and show up like you know that you can and that you're ready to. Very important. Everyone has gone through the social media ringer at some stage, felt a certain way about it or another to try and make it work for them. Believe me, I know. It's my role as a trained marketer who spent my whole career working alongside big brands since the infancy of social media, like I said before, to help you. You don't have to do anything. You just need to show up and answer the questions. I'll do the rest. I'm super excited to share this with you, to offer this to you it's such a great way for you to not need to do a course, to not have someone manage your social media, but to be armed with the know-how and the tools to do it yourself. If you have any questions about anything I've said, feel free to drop me a DM on Instagram at Hayley K Osborne, which is where I hang out the most. I'm always up for a great chat, guys. In the meantime, keep learning. I love that. Keep creating magic in your business. Your learning curve becomes shorter when you surround yourself with the right people and the right tools. That's all for now, and I'll catch you next week for another episode of The Hayley Osborne Show. I hope you've enjoyed listening to this episode. If you have, hit subscribe so you don't miss any new episodes released every Tuesday. And while you're there, leave me a review. I would absolutely love to read it. Also, don't forget to tag me at Hayley K Osborne, HAYLEYK OSBORNE over on Instagram, and share this podcast with your audience so they can get learning too. If you want more, head over to hayleyosborne.com.au/podcast for today's show notes and links. I've also got an awesome free ebook, a new one, waiting for you on my website, The 10 Essentials Every Local Area Marketing Plan Needs. And I will catch you next week for another episode of The Hayley Osborne Show.